I think that you will actually see more and more bipartisan legislation coming to the floor to address these issues. And so if you look at, even the budgets that have being passed and proposed with regard to the military, if you look at where we see the threat coming from, we see it coming from China. And you're seeing more bipartisan support for taking action against China, not only in making sure that we have the naval fleet and the assets that we need if we do go to war. None of us want to go to war. Let me be clear. I do not want to go to war with China. They have transitioned from an aggressive economic competitor to an adversary over the last several years. They sense weakness in our White House, and unfortunately, if you look at them doing war games with Russia, you look at Russia and China becoming closer. I don't think that we can ignore that, and I think most of the Dems on the Armed Services Committee feel that same way. And if you watch the hearings on TikTok today, there's pretty bipartisan support for doing something with TikTok and the amount of information that they're accumulating on American citizens. And I can just tell you, as a parent, I've got a 23-year-old, I've got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. Raising an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old today is very different than it was just 15 years ago with social media and the telephones and everything else and the data that's being collected on them. And I can assure you that, if you become a business leader in the future or a police officer in the future or a soldier in the future, the data that's going to be out there is going to be used to embarrass you at some point in your career. And so it's not paranoia, it's just the facts when you get right down to it, that everything you do on TikTok is going to be collected. And if it can be used against you in the future, it will be used against you.